So problem number 12 gives us a word problem, and we have to draw the diagram for it. So in triangle CAT, measure of angle A is 45, C is 32, find the measure of angle T. So let's go ahead and draw a triangle. CAT, C is 32 degrees, A is 45 degrees, and T we don't know, let's call it X. We know the sum of the angles of a triangle equals 180 degrees. Let's go ahead and add these up. 45 plus 32 is 77, plus X equals 180. We find X is equal to 103. Okay, so that is our answer for number 12. Number 13, an isosceles triangle CHS with vertex H. Okay, the measure of angle C is 35. So we're going to have to make sure we draw this correctly. The vertex H, well, it looks like, let me draw something that really looks like an isosceles triangle. Okay, that really looks like one. We've got the bottom side is clearly different. So we can say the vertex is the point at the top. It's opposite the side that isn't one of the equal sides. The measure of angle C, so where is C? Well, if this is H, then C and S have to be the other two angles, and C has to be 35, which, by the way, means that S has to be 35 as well, right? Because we said H is the vertex, so it's the one that shares a point in common with the two equal sides. So now we have to solve for measure of angle H and the measure of angle S. Well, we already said the measure of angle S is equal to 35 degrees. And the measure of angle H we could call X. We know the sum of these three is equal to 180. Let's go ahead and do the math. So 35 plus X equals 180 degrees. This is 70 plus X is equal to 180. X is equal to 110. So that is another way of saying we needed to solve for angle S. So it's really not X we're solving for. The measure of angle S we said is 35. And the measure of angle H, which was X, is 110 degrees. So these are our two solutions to this problem. Okay, and let's go on to problem number 14. Isosceles triangle SUN with vertex S. So let's try to draw something that looks just like an isosceles triangle, okay, where this side is equal to this side. The vertex is over there. The measure of angle S is 48 degrees, so let's draw in 48 degrees there. And what would the other 2 points be called? Well, it's SUN, so one of these is U, one of these is N. Turns out, because the triangle is symmetrical, it doesn't really matter which side you call U and N, so we can arbitrarily label the other 2 points. We need to find the measures of angles U and N. Well, what helps a lot is they're both equal to each other, right? So if we call them equal to X, we know they're each X because they're the base angles of an isosceles triangle, and the base angles are congruent. So making an equation from this, we know 48 plus X, which is the sum of the three angles of a triangle, is equal to 180. And we can solve this now for X. Combine like terms. The X plus X becomes a 2X. We could subtract 48 from both sides, giving us 2X is equal to 132. Okay, and that means X equals 66 degrees. Okay, so 66 degrees is the measure of angles U and N. So what we can say for an answer is that the measure of angle U equals the measure of angle N equals 66 degrees. And we can check that by adding 66 plus 66, which gives us 132, plus 48, which gives us 180 degrees.